Hello friends, family, beautiful beings around the world. Now we are here really excited to share something new and different, and this time we are here with the Kirlian technology, the GDB technology of Dr. Korotkov from Russia. And in this video we're going to share something that we did in the last 8-day process here in San Francisco, California, in Bolinas, like 2 weeks ago. In this experiment, we use this technology to measure people, participants of the process before and after, and to see the changes in their energy field and the changes in their life force, in the physical body and the mental and emotional body. But now, to explain you better all this technology, how it works, and what we can see through these diagrams that we're going to see here, we have Frank Laros. Is a gifted healer and practitioner of this technology and many other methods of healing, and he came from the Netherlands, just here to accompany us in this experiment and measure the participants of the 8-day process to see how the changes in their energy field manifest. I introduce him to you, and he will explain us better how the technology works. Welcome to be here. Yeah. Share us how this works and what it is this that we are seeing here.
Yeah, everybody knows about Kirlian photography. It's about measure your aura, but it's said within colors. And Korotkov developed this kind of technology further out to measure everything what has to do with energy. So what the equipment do is bringing a magnetic electronic field who measures the photons around your fingers. The photons and protons around your fingers will be reflected by the electromagnetic fields which the equipment develops. So you get a clear picture. I will show you. You get a clear
I'm
picture
going
then
to zoom
from
in.
the fingers. So here you can see then the picture from the fingers from one kind of person. So he puts the 10 fingers in it, and what I can see is the energy field of the mental, emotional field and the physical field, because we have a physical body. Around the physical body we have an emotional field, and around the emotional field we have a mental field. What we can measure also is the energy of the organs. I can point it out to you, like this diagram. Here. What we can see then, where is in some point an organ who has less or more energy field. And one of the things I like to express is that we are all a spiritual being experiencing a human experience. And there are a lot of, with our emotional field and our mental field, programs running which affect us to allow to completely, live from our state, connected completely with our soul. And if you are conscious about the programs in a mental field and in an emotional field, you can loosen that up. If you're conscious about it, and that's why I like the work of Akahi and Camila so much, because within the 8-day process they clearly let release your mental programs and your emotional programs and put the programs in it you want. And the programs in it you want is the programs you were connected with the universe. So then you can experience what it is to completely live from who you really are and express your soul energy completely in your daily behavior. And of course that takes a while. It's not been in 8 days done. After the process you begin your own process. But if you are consciousness about the things you think and what you feel, completely conscious about it, then you have a choice to change it. And that gives you a lot of more freedom, joy and happiness. Yeah?
So now, what do you tell us about something about experiments that we did with the participants?
What I can show you, maybe you can zoom in on this special scale. So it's just an example of the right thumb that you can see what it measures, because in the right thumb you can measure the cortex or the cerebral zone, left and right eye, left ear, nose and right ear and nose, the sinus holes, jaw teeth on the right, jaw teeth on the left, but also the throat, larynx, trachea and thyroid gland. That's just from the right thumb. And every finger, you can see, have a different scale. So that's a very advanced software program which Korotkov developed to measure completely the organs of a human body and the energy field of it. What you see here in the above scale are the measurements before. This is the mental emotional scale. This is the physical scale. These are the measurements, the first above, from before the 8-day process. And below you see the measurements of after the 8-day process. This is a person, average number of the energy field is between the 17 and 22,000. It's just a number to compare. You see here that the energy was 19,546, and after the 8-day process it was 23,751. That means an increase from more than 4,000 points on a mental, emotional level. On a physical level, it will develop with 1,800 points, and that's a lot. We can also see the side of the female side and the male side, because our left body is the female side and our right body is the male side. And it's good that we have both bodies in ourselves, so well for female as for male, to have it in balance. What you see over here, that also the energy field of the male side, mental emotional field, did increase with more than 4,000 points, 4,200 exactly. The physical body did increase with about 1,200 points. If you go to the female side, then it increases almost with 5,500 points. The mental emotional body. The physical body did increase with 800 points. And it becomes more connected, the mental emotional field, with the physical body, because when you have also a good relationships with your feelings and with your what do you think, then it's a better balance for you, and that reflects on your total health. Over here you have the scale of the diagram of the organs. And we can say a lot about the organs, because the spleen is, for example, is to put yourself on the first place. It's very important to put yourself on the first place, because when you are important, you can feel your own dignity. And that's very important, because when you feel your own dignity, you will have an energy field which affects your surroundings, and then you are more capable to help one another without giving your energy away. And you don't want the attention don't want to help somebody else because you get attention from it. That's how it works. So it's very important that everyone shall put himself on the first place, and it's not egoistic or something else. It's just another program which is running in our society that take care of yourself should be egoistic. It's not at all of that. Sometimes it's like that. You have to put your children and the care of your parents and of other people on the first place. It's just that you are aware of it, that you are conscious about it, that you do so. That's so my explaining with GDV camera is all about that. It's not to judge people. It's just to point out, okay, what are the mental constructs and the emotional constructs inside yourself. When you are aware of that, you can change it. Then you have a choice. And it's often if we feel we don't have a choice. That's also had to do with the program with from Akahi and Camilla. If you are being aware of it, you can feel that you really can choose whatever you want. You can really feel that you are invited to choose your own freedom and realize your own space. And we create our own space. And because of that, because we are connected with the universe, because you allowed yourself to be more connected with your heart and do the things with joy and happiness, you can, you will be supported by the whole universe and nature and everything what's going with it. So I like the program they have very much. What it also says, the GDV machine, is that you can see the results also of the chakras. After the 8-day process you can see that the chakras are really aligned. Well, it's good equipment to measure. I think it should be good for every therapist to see what the results are after and before a therapeutic session. And the results of the 8-day process are really astonishing, and we will let you see some examples of it. This was just one example, but we will come back with some more examples.
We can see also the size of the chakras before and after, and the balance, like the movement of the chakras. But yeah, gradually.
Okay,
we will show you
this one. This is from before and after then.
Something pretty. Alright, so now we'll go here.
So now you can see some example. The fainted chakras are the chakras from before, and the clear chakras you can see that they are the chakras from after the 8-day process. And what you see, you can see over here the different sizes. So the faint black line over here, there are the what normally should be the size of the chakras. You can see that all the chakras are developing within the 8-day process. Within 8 days, it's really good. They get big and aligned. So this is a big example from what the 8-day process can do for us.
But something interesting also to mention is that in the 8-day process there are 7 days that we are not eating. And in those 7 days there are 3 days that are also dry fast. So the interesting thing is that here we are seeing increases of energy in the physical, mental and emotional aspects, but this increase of energy is not happening because we are eating more. This increase of energy is happening because we are breathing more. Through the 8-day process we share breathing sessions, And these sessions amplify our capacity to take advantage of the cosmic energy through the breath. And that openness to the cosmic energy and breathing consciously is what creates this expansion of the energy field and the alignment of the chakras.
And also what the program is about, to release the emotional, how do you call it, charge you have in your emotions, and also release the charge which affects your body. Also release the mental charge you have in your system, and also everything which is not completely aligned with your soul and universal capacity. You release that all. For instance, what I experienced after the 8-day process, that my joints and also my body was far more flexible than before and during the process. I have a artificial hip, and I had some problems with my hip, but after the 8-day process I didn't have any problems with it, and I am very flexible to do all kind of movements with my hip, which is really an artificial one, but it's okay now. And I'm still now 1 week or 2 weeks after the 8-day process, so it's I really find it amazing.
Thank you for sharing that. Oh, wow, beautiful, man. I'm so happy to hear that. All right, so what else we can see?
I shall bring on some other measurements from other people. So just a moment. Share this one. Just some examples.
Wow.
Yeah. You can here also see the difference of the energy fields. The mental emotional energy field is showing here after the 8-day process far more energy than before, because it's fluid, it's not completely closed, and you see the physical energy increases a lot, because the blue energy is the energy field, your own energy field, your life force, and that's how it should be. Should put this something off. Just a moment, so you can see what and you see the red peaks, because the red line is from before the 8-day process, then the green line over here is from after the 8-day process. And you can see that it really aligned a lot. It's not completely healed, but it's not completely about healing, because when if you are completely in balance, then maybe it's not appropriate anymore that you live here on Earth, but when you are completely imbalanced and nothing had to learn here on Earth anymore, I don't think it's necessary to have a body over here again. So you can see a big increase in the energy field before and after the 8-day process. I shall also put the chakras on, so you can see what the chakras is about. So the fainted ones are the one from before, and you can see there is more balance, because he had a very big open heart, but it's more in balance now in who he really is at this point of view. And some will say of you, it's not completely aligned. No, because we are always in movement. We are alive and we are human. So then we are in a kind of flow like that. That's what life is all about, if you are completely aligned. And it's okay how it is at this point, because if you are want to have just perfect, you allow not yourself to be in the moment. It is how it is in the moment, and you can do something about it. It's just to be accepting what is, about embracing all the sides and everything you are. That's what it's all about. Okay, this was an example.
Can you talk something a little bit about the organs also?
Yeah, we can do.
Just to have a clear picture of that, because that's really interesting, because here in this technology of the GDB we can see how our organs are also part of our energy field. I mean, it is reflected in our energy field, the state of our organs, individually and collectively. And here we can see the relation of our mental and emotional patterns and how they affect our organs in our body also.
Yeah, the spleen, I explained it before, the spleen. The spleen is about putting yourself in first place, and that's very important. The mammary glands, coronary vessels, cerebral zone, all three have to do with to go with the flow of life. If you don't go with the flow of life, yeah, you get some mixed up energies. Jaw and teeth, for this example, it's on a perfect scale, but before you are grabbing onto it with your teeth and not holding something, it's better to lose up.
So this peak means that, for example, now this circular line here is the line that is the basic, yeah?
This is the basic line, so he's coming from here all together to the basic line after the 8-day process. That's releasing energy to. He kept on holding on something, and he made that losing up. With it, he's like, want to bite and not let loose something, and now he loses it, and then the energy field can recover itself.
Wow.
And won't be physical problems, because our soul energy gives us little signs in our mind, in our thoughts and in our feelings of okay, you're not completely in line with the soul, please listen. And if you don't listen to that, then it's coming into your body. So you get sick or inconvenient about things in your body. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how it works.
Mammary glands, sacrum.
Yeah.
Is the right side.
Yeah, you have also the columns. The columns are always related to old emotions, to let go of old emotions. You have different kind of old emotions, your personal old emotions, your family, because you're living in a family construct. And it's like a circle, and one of the persons have to break through the circle in a family alignment. And it's about the energy of humanity, because we did do a couple of years, 20,000 years, a couple of things, and we are transforming the energy through our columns. And the rectum is to lose up that kind of energy. A lot of people has obstipation. There's a lot of has to do with it to release, just release of the old emotions.
Information also, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Information accumulated in the intestines.
Yeah, it is.
Really, really nice.
Yeah, what can we say more?
What about maybe other participants, just to have the last, because you say 1, 3.
Yeah, I'll let show you one of the people. Charles.
This was really remarkable, because the increase of energy in this participant, and that actually for himself it was really surprising, and for all of us when we were in the house that we were doing the process and we did the final measurement, and when we came across this amazing huge increase of energy, we all were like plop, something like that. Was just so real, that we have such amazing and gigantic energy available to us, and through the breath, through the allowance,
Yeah, you can see here over here that's also some before the measurement or before the 8-day process. There are some gaps, and gaps. It's really good to be aware that it's good to have your energy completely closed. And if it's not, then all different kind of energies of other people can come in, but also from other sources like entities, or you can be affected like there's a lot of entities going on, a lot of multidimensional beings around us, which can influence our energy fields. And if you are aware of that, it's good to, where were we? It's really good to have your energy completely around you, because if you don't pay attention to it, it's good to meditate or see yourself that you are in a cocoon of white light every day. And when somebody is visiting you, or relatives or family or what else, doesn't matter, just think about that you are in a cocoon of white light and you will be protected. You can also attach to the energy field of the earth, so feel the energy field of the earth coming through your feet, affecting your whole energy system. It will help you. It will help you a lot. But you can see here that his energy was about 18,600, and after the 8-day process it was 28,200. So it's an increase from 9,600, and that's really, really amazing. You can see really good the results of the energy field over here. His physical energy field did increase from 22,100 to 28,000, so it increases with 7,000, so about 6,900 exactly. And okay, if I see to the diagrams, you can see also that the red line is from before and the green line is after that, and you can see that the green line is easily almost around, with little attention points around the ideal scale on both sides. So very good development for this person. The chakras are coming now. You can see that it changes in size, and also that it's more in line.
And what about the masculine and feminine aspects?
Okay, the masculine and feminine aspects you can see over here. The energy field of his male side on a mental emotional scale did increase with from 90,300 to 26,900, so it's an increase of 7,600 points. And his physical energy field did increase with it's about 4,700. If you see his female side, did increase with 9,800 points.
Wow.
And his physical energy field with almost 7,000.
Wow.
So it's a big increase for this person.
It is big.
Yeah. And it was a person also who was not aware what's happening also during the 8-day process and everything, what doubts that it should something he would apply about, and well, you see the results. So after this he was really happy that he really could see with the equipment what the 8-day process is about, and he was glowing. We all noticed it in the 8-day process, but now he sees the measurements and he's more convinced about it.
Yeah, because it's happening beyond our minds, beyond even that we think that we are not doing it right or that we have to do something better or more effort.
Yeah.
It's still happening in the process, and this is the results of that. This person just by itself have results that are really, really amazing in energy increases. But what is the energy field Is this the life force of the body? Yeah. Can you share some of that? What really is the energy field?
Yeah, the blue line you can see over here. That's really the energy field from the life force of your body.
Life force. That means the amount of energy, the force of life energy that your body is holding to exist in this life experience.
Yeah, I should put out some. This one I should put out and program it anew.
So this means also that when we increase our energy, the way how we are doing it, see, one thing that I have always noticed in the people that do the process is that after the process they all rejuvenate. They start a process of rejuvenation. And their body becomes shape in the shape that is more integrated for them, the shape that is the best for them, and a clear process of rejuvenation, and like the slowness of the aging process. And this is something that we can see here, because if we recognize that this participant increased his energy around 9,000 points, that means that he increased 9,000 more points of life force in his body. That means that will give him at least 1, 2, 3 or 5 more years of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has the capacity to extend the life existence of the body, because now you have more life force energy in the body to thrive, to be healthy, to rejuvenate. The body is healthy, strong, because it has more energy force.
Yeah. And it has also to do with resistance. If you're getting ill, a cold or something, when your energy is far more, you have more resistance to react on viruses or bacteria, and you can heal your own body. That's it. If you are getting ill, we all have the opportunity within the 8-day process, but also when you are conscious about it, what the soul has to say to your body, that you can heal yourself on several levels. If you listen carefully what your body says, then you can, I think, overcome a whole spectrum of diseases like that. Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Because we are seeing also how the organs return to their ideal state, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the organs also hold information, charge of energy. Every organ, and the intestines, the lungs, the thyroid glands, the tongue, all our being holds that information. So when we have strong experiences or we live in a stressful life, that information is in the organs of the body. And that is what causes to the body the illness, when you don't release that energy from the organs. But just by breathing and just relaxing us and experiencing also the ability to don't eat, we also allow even greater quantities of energy, more energy to flow, because there is not the energy being utilized in the digestion process. So instead of using that energy into our digestion process, that energy builds. And at the same time, we are breathing consciously more energy through the 8-day process. And that is what releases, sweeps, cleans the charge of energy in the organs. So the organs naturally release all that tension, that stress, and then they relax and they heal at that way. And that's what we're seeing here, because they return to their more harmonious state. That is this circular line in the center of the diagram that we were showing before.
Yeah, what is there more to say about this one? It's such a beautiful measurement, so yeah.
Yeah, we are just
you can be really happy about it, so it's a big increase of energy. Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but tell us, what is a normal amount of energy of a normal person? Like, what would be?
I can see, I can let you see somebody else who is some ill.
Mhm.
So or ill, and indeed not completely imbalanced.
Mhm.
Then you can see what it's about. You can here see a big example from how it also can get, and it's an energy field. You will see it at the moment of 9,000 mental emotional energy field, and it's it's a big problem. Then if you don't clear that up, the physical over here is the emotional state, but the blue one is still in very good shape. And if you are reacting very quickly about it, then the body needs to get ill. But if you see here the energy field, you can see the gaps in the energy field.
Oh wow!
Like that.
Yeah,
and
that's.
if you see also the chakras, it's a bit. It's like this.
Wow.
It's small and all apart.
Wow, thank you for showing this. This give us a clear understanding of how
it also can be. Somebody who needs really help and okay. That happens also. Yeah.
We also did experiments with participants that, for example, one participant was measured in the first day, then in the 7th day, and then she had a session with Frank. Frank explained her what he saw in the diagrams through the energy field images, and based in that guidance that Frank gave her, through the meditations, breathing sessions that we share in the process, and actually that was in the 8th day, in that day she was willing to focus into those aspects of her being that were noticed before in the diagrams. And in that day she was able to breathe through those areas of her being, and in the day, at the end of the day, they did another measurement at the end of the day process. And in that measurement, they found that those aspects that in the 7th day she realized that she needed to work, and in the 8th day she did work on them, at the end of the process in the 8th day measurement, they were gone. They were completely balanced again. So from the 7th day to the 8th day, there was a change, a conscious change into emotional, mental and physical aspects of that person, that aware of that, she did focus into those aspects and she received the benefit. So it was really beautiful also to see how this technology can help us to guide us to those aspects of our being where we should focus to shake hands, to harmonize.
Yeah, you can see it over here. Before it was not completely on the exact line, on the ideal line. And so the red line, you can see. Now the green line is. It's completely more imbalanced. So, and this is then the emotional field, because the left side of the body, and on the right side is a mental field. But on both sides she did increase the score, very good energy to the ideal state. So it's good.
And there was also one part, because we did also a one-day seminar, of 1 day in which participants came to the house that we were, and we shared the group together and we breathed together as a group. And also we did a measurement with 2 participants that they just did one session for the first time in their lives. They did one session, and we were able to see also amazing changes and alignment in their chakras, increase of energy, and it was also so phenomenal. We are not showing all of those images because we're also holding the space for and the privacy of all those beings, but we are just here sharing what we feel that is important for you to become aware of, how you can also harmonize yourself, how you can heal, how you can increase your energy, your confidence, the clarity in your mind, the peace in your emotions, just simply through the breath, breathing.
Beautiful. Yeah. I like it very much.
So this is like if you see this, you can realize that this is the end of the sickness in the planet. This technology that is available now for all the humanity, we have so many new methods and healing frequencies, healing ramifications that are being explored, like reconnective healing, Reiki, channelings, and many other techniques that are being developed. And this one, the capacity to breathe the cosmic energy constantly, aware of it, and utilize it into all aspects of your being, is just one more. But the good thing about this is that it's available for you all the time, and it's completely free. You can breathe now and start your own process of healing now. Just opening yourself to the awareness of the breath, to the information within the air, to the endless youth, energy, consciousness that is encapsulated into the air that you are breathing now in this moment.
And most of the people think it's about living on light, but that's just a side product of the 8-day process. You can choose to live on light if you want to, but it's more, for me, it's more to enjoy my life more, and to be aware of the mental concepts which go with food, and the social concepts which goes with food, because I'm really into the juicing thing, but sometimes I like to taste something, but just a small bite or just a small taste to enjoy the life and enjoy the taste. It's not about completely let go of it. What I feel, if you are more into the juicing stuff, that you are more sensitive and more aware what is happening in your body, but also more conscious about the energies which is going on around you. So it's really not about non-eating or something. It's about enjoying life. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, how you say, we become more able to perceive the energies and the circumstances of the life, and that way, because we have the advanced senses, advanced perception to feel things, we have the opportunity to, beforehand, and before maybe we experience uncomfortable things, we have the chance to always focus in the good energies, in the good things that we are experiencing, and create a relationship in the life in which we expand our energy field, our happiness, by focusing in the good things that we have already in our life. Another way, we create this chain on consecutive appreciation of good things, and then good things will show up to be contemplated, and that will create a consequent life that brings joy and happiness and health also. So, wow, we have just this to show you. Thank you, Frank, for taking your time to came from the Netherlands to here to be with us.
I'm glad.
These 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
We have been also, we are now here in California and close to San Francisco in a small town. And Frank has been here, and also we were in Bolinas, that is another town close to here, in which we did the process. And I met Frank in Holland like 1 month ago, more or less,
in August, I think.
In August, yeah. And we had a great time there in Holland, sharing another 8-day process. And then Frank offered me to do a GDV measurement to see how was my energy field, and it was nice, it was beautiful. Of course, as Frank said, I'm a human also, so I have experience is also to live, to be always here in the balance. But it was good in a way, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
And based on that, we decided to bring, and he also wanted to travel, so we all co-create this experience to come in here together to do the measurements, experience the breath together, share the day process, and continue our relation also as friends and co-creators and developers, pioneering this new science and these new experiments in these new modalities of health and empowerment that are coming into the planet Earth. So yeah, just that, and now we can close here, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's good. It's good.
All right, thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
Receive this for you and take what is the best for you and resonates with your heart, yeah? This is just possibilities for you and resources. Enjoy your life. Bye.
Bye.
I have severe inflammation in my body, and it hurts. The pain on the bad days is about, on a 10 scale, about 8. So I'm kind of getting emotional because it hurts and I had no way to fix it or heal it. And so this retreat and the process is so amazing. I want to share some miracles in the process that I've experienced. And so on the 4th day of the retreat, and this was 2 days into our fasting, our dry fast, when I closed my hand into a fist, this finger, this middle finger, it wouldn't close all the way. It would only go to like this much. And when I woke up on that morning of the fast, I got up and I noticed that my hand was closing all the way. See that? Like open, close. Isn't that amazing? I'm not sure which day it was that, I get up and there really isn't pain in my fingers and my hands. A couple of days ago, I went and washed my hair, and I'm washing my hair in the shower. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. I come out of the shower, I'm drying my hair with the hair dryer. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. That's unusual. It's something other people that don't have pain, they take for granted. But for me, it was unusual, and I think the depth of the healing, it's pretty amazing because I kind of thought it was usual too, that, I would be able to do these things. Another great thing was the following day after my fingers worked, I haven't been able to sit on a floor or a sofa with my legs folded, sort of like not exactly a lotus, but with my legs folded because my knees hurt so much. And that morning when I woke up, I got up, and as I awoke and I sat up, just naturally, I kind of folded my knees, folded my feet, and I was sitting there on the bed, and it took me a minute to realize what I had done, which was really extraordinary. So, in my opinion about the causes for this is stemming from karma, or past life, if you don't like the word karma, many experiences over many lifetimes with mistaken beliefs, a lot of trapped emotions, and I felt like, I have no way to get to it. And what I'm finding is this is a really good way to get to it because the prana is intelligent. It's the supreme intelligence. And with an openness and a desire to just receive it, I'm just getting miracles and I feel so blessed. So, thank you.